Hey YouTube, how you doing? This is Techxtremist. Welcome to speed testing. So I just came out of this AT&T store, a very good service here by Tatum and Cactus Road in North Phoenix. Very good store. It wasn't too busy right now. Good time to do what you need to do in there, right? But what I did is I came in and I ported in one of my T-Mobile S21s to AT&T. And the idea here is that I'm gonna have 3 of the older S21s or S21 Ultras, depending on which ones I decide to keep, and 3 S22s, so that way we can do, new versus old comparisons. And we will also be having, of course, the 3 iPhones, so there'll be, new versus old on the S22 versus S21 for speed testing. And of course, we're also gonna have iPhone. So I just want to let you guys know what the plan is on my channel, and that's what we're going to do for speed testing. You're not going to get any more comprehensive than that. We got all the necessary phones to test the networks with new and old hardware. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and run a speed test so you guys can see how this S21 performs, and we'll compare it to an S21 Ultra. All right, so you guys can see both on AT&T, and then we'll compare the other carriers as well. So here's the S21 on AT&T. Starts off with a nice ping, well, a decent ping, 36 millisecond, 9 millisecond jitter, and a very nice speed. Now, this area here, I've been to this area before. I've speed tested here before. There's a Walmart back there somewhere. You guys can see the parking lot is pretty full. All right, there's a lot of people here. The Chick-fil-A is not active, so that kind of loads the traffic off a little bit. When the Chick-fil-A is active, because this is a Sunday, but when it's not Sunday, that Chick-fil-A is busy. All right, so 224 down, 19 up. Very nice speed there from that S21. Let's go ahead and look at Verizon and T-Mobile all on S21s as well. And I mean, that T-Mobile performance, oh my goodness. If you don't want to shell out all the money for an S21 Ultra, the S21 is a very fine phone, and as you can see, it performs just as well, if not even better, than the S21 Ultra in terms of reception. I mean, those are very nice speeds there from T-Mobile, and Verizon not doing too bad at all either. All right, so Verizon at 98.4 down, 35.2 up, 14 millisecond ping, 2 millisecond jitter. Very nice performance there from Verizon. But like I keep saying, even AT&T, so Verizon and AT&T are looking a little bit like 2016, 2017, and T-Mobile's looking like the future for now. Right, 650 down, 79.6 up, 19 millisecond ping, 8 millisecond jitter. I keep saying it, guys. T-Mobile right now is killing it, and the independent testing is starting to show it as well. Although we do anticipate that to change a little bit next year when Verizon gets that C-band rolling out, and I have been seeing a lot more reports of that C-band getting deployed in more and more places. So Verizon is not sitting still. They're moving, and they're trying to get that C-band out everywhere. The only one that we don't hear too much news from right now is AT&T, but I'm sure that's going to change. Now let's go ahead and look at the S21 Ultra on AT&T, and that way you guys get to see the performance difference, if there's any. Well, in this case, the S21 Ultra said, you thought I wouldn't perform as well. Not only did I perform as well, I performed better. Same exact ping, but check out those speeds. Both of these phones are on the Elite plan. 331 down, 3 millisecond jitter, and a little bit slower, 17.9 up. Now let's go ahead and try the S21 again, see if we can match that performance. Now, in this particular case, since we are testing carrier to carrier, I am going to make sure that we have the same server, and we do. We are on the Los Angeles server. All right, so I just activated this line. It might still be catching up, but usually the performance is about the same, if not even a little bit better on the S21s, but obviously not in this particular case. But I mean, are you going to really complain about those speeds? Those are excellent speeds. Let's go ahead and hit it one more time. I'm very curious. Both are, again, on the Elite plan. let me go ahead and close out that speed test app because, as you guys very well know, looks like it's gonna go. Same server. Again, the reason why doing the same carrier, speed testing the same carrier versus the same carrier, you do want to make sure you're on the same server, because then it doesn't make sense when you're carrying, testing carrier versus carrier. You really don't want them on the same server, because let's say, for example, AT&T uses Los Angeles as its main routing area or hub or whatever you want to call it. If you use a Phoenix server, then you're going to put it at a disadvantage, because then it has to go to LA, come back, and the ping time increases. So it's actually not good to do that. It's just better to let the phones pick when you're carrying, when you're testing carrier versus carrier. Now, when you're testing the same carrier against itself, then you do want to make sure that they're on the same server, if that makes any sense. But anyway, there you go. A little bit slower, but still very good performance. You're not going to complain about that. 235 down, 19.3 up, 27 millisecond ping, 16 millisecond jitter on the S21. So there you go. Very good performance. But I really appreciate y'all watching. Hit like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you hit that ring notification bell. You all have a